guys, so you get on these runs to where the schedule's just got to work. And so you build around it. So here we are getting ready for the Impact Experience in Austin. We had the pro athlete community with my guy Caleb Thornhill yesterday. Did the workout with the Impact Experience group. Right now we've got our Uncommon Live office hours, which I do once a month. Time to cut it loose. You just got to make it happen right here in my beautiful hotel office space. See this? Trash can stand. Make it happen. No excuses. Trash can stand. Make it happen. I appreciate you guys. It's awesome to have the opportunity to do this Q&A. No excuses from the hotel room. I'm going to start with a little story that many of you don't know. Jerry doesn't even know this yet, so he's going to be probably disappointed but a little bit happy when I tell him this. But last Friday, when I was doing my game day lift at Kansas State, I was doing bench press. So I always do my unrequired and then I do bench press. And I actually tore a grade 2 tear of my anterior delt. So as a result of tearing my delt, there's only certain range of motion I have. So I currently raise this arm like a 90-year-old man. It takes a while for me to get my arm above my head. It's hard to do it side by side. But I can do curls and you can all different kinds of motions. But Jerry, the good news for you is I can't do 500 push-ups right now. You don't hear me say can't very often. But I have made adjustments and I have not missed a single day of the unrequired. So now what I do is I actually take a band. So Sam is here with me on this trip, who's, you know, the behind the scenes and one of the directors or the director. So Tyler's producing our docuseries Uncommon. Sam has been the director and all the footage for it, which he's done an amazing job, if I may say so myself. But Tyler and Sam have killed it. And so literally, Sam, during the workout today, I have a band. So Jerry, when I see you to do the workout later this week, I've got a band. So I literally do push-ups with the band and I do my curls with the band. Now, if we have regular curls, I can do regular curls with weights. But my point of sharing this with you is, how many times if somebody gets hurt, do they immediately default to, well, it's been a great ride. You know, I've been doing this for 5 years and it's all good. I just can't do it anymore. Rather than adapting and adjusting. So where my mind immediately went to the moment that I felt the little, I mean, I heard the shit shred when I was doing it, like literally heard the shred when I was doing bench press on Friday. And I didn't stop my workout. I literally finished the entire workout. And then it was a benefit. I was with the Wildcats football team last Friday night for that Fox Game of the Week, which many of you turned out for, which was awesome. And I immediately went to the trainer, and the trainer basically put me through a full evaluation. I said, what can I do? What can I not do? And she says, look, she goes, you're not going to be able to bench press. She goes, you're going to have limited, but anything that you can do, if you can do curls, do everything that you can do. But just you're going to be limited in things that you can do. So I immediately went to help me understand what I can do. I didn't immediately go to, okay, now it's time to rest my body. Some of you may think I'm crazy, but all I've ever known is adapting and adjusting when things don't go your way. One of the amazing things, and I'm not giving anything away because you guys aren't going to be at the event. However, Sam will be with me, so we are going to capture some of the amazing Hoffman Transportation event. They put together one of the biggest events in the trucking industry. It's an award-winning organization, so Jerry has been one of the leaders of that organization for years. And they're winning award after award after award. He's very humble. He doesn't share those things, but they bring in clients and they bring in their employees, everybody's family. It's going to be 1,000 people. And the amazing thing about that organization is they always adapt and adjust. They had a terrible storm this year. And you talk about living to your standards. Jerry still woke up the day after a major storm where many people would have just thrown up their hands and said, put it in the insurance people's hands, we'll close down the office, we'll try to capture what we can capture. And Jerry Curl said, not me, I will lead people into the fire. I will stick to the standards. He worked out at 2:30 in the morning. They didn't miss a single truckload. Can you imagine? So they're responsible for getting things across the country, shipments where they need to get to, and they didn't miss a single load through a terrible tornado that blew through their city. So we either adapt and adjust or we quit. And so whether it's Jerry's story or it's my story of tearing my delt, any of you would have been like, oh, Ben, I feel terrible for you, man. Like, you tore your delt. What a great ride it's been. I didn't stop. Today was day 1,912. And that workout is just as damn hard with a damn band when you find ways to adjust it. Those curls are a son of a gun, even when I didn't have the weights. Even when you're doing something different, but you're doing it. There's a standard. So this is an uncommon family. We have to choose to do things that are uncommon. Did you give more today than you did yesterday? I got a 19 on my ACT. My wife would kill me right now if she knew I just started this talk this way. But she's not here, so I'm going to do whatever I want. I got a 19 on my ACT. I was one of those guys who, work ethic, I would do whatever I needed to do to give my best in the classroom or on a court or in any opportunity that I ever had. But education and tests were always really hard for me. And when I think back to how hard that was for me, I thought to myself, you know what would have been amazing? What if I was always given the answers to the test before I showed up? Wouldn't that have been amazing? Like, you show up, like you already knew the answers to the test, and like you sit down, because there were some of those kids, they'd get like 36s, right? And I think it's still out of a 36. And I'd be like, how is that even possible? Like, how do you get a 36? It's like, did they have the answers to the test? So I would think to myself, like, what if you had the answers to the test? So today, now that I've confessed that 19, I wanted to share with you some things that I believe are the answers to the test. Not an ACT score, not an SAT score. I didn't want to tell you what that one was. I think I got the score for like putting your name on the thing. But I want to share some answers to the test for your life. I want to share some answers to the test that I think will help you on where you are in your journey right now. And whether you're a new friend or you're a friend, there's many amazing familiar faces to me, people that I've grown to love and I have great relationships with. So whether it's one of those individuals or a new friend, there's something we all have in common. And that's why I wanted to build a talk for all of you today, to really focus our time together today on these answers to the test. Because what we have in common is the last 24 months that we've been through. And I know many of you, the last 24 months, and I know there's individuals who aren't from real estate and the mortgage industry that have really been hit hard. You felt extreme pain. But those of you that are from the world of insurance, those of you that are from the world of financial services, you got hit with how real estate and mortgage got hit because your clients experienced it. So we all have this in common. I had to step in even deeper with friends of mine, individuals in the industry, to help them through this painful period, whether they were operating as an individual or leading teams. And when I look back over these last 24 months, These last 24 months, I think about how strong you are.
From each other, we're the same age. He lives about 3 blocks away from my mother at this time. I'm like, wow, how did we not run across each other our whole life? But I like him a whole lot more now. I mean, when I give him a little bit of praise.
What's up, Ben?
What's up, Jesse? How are you, brother?
Good, man. How you doing?
So good to finally meet you. Been too long. How are you?
Good to see you.
Good to see you.
How'd it go?
Good. We had a good time. It was fun. They're doing a hell of a job at this event. They got their people in a great place for your energy.
Oh, good.
No doubt about that.
You got to see 3 hours sleep energy.
Yeah, you know that shit, yeah.
Where are you coming from?
My son's football game. Could you use a little rah-rah?
Yeah.
Actually, last night we were at Atlanta. I live in Atlanta.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but we just
So
came
they play Thursday nights?
Yeah, 4th grade.
Oh, okay.
Friday night, like
Fourth grade.
Fourth
4th
grade.
grade in Georgia is like LSU.
That's like
channel, right?
Is there is this G, PG, PG-13?
You go as hard as you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's no.
Ben dropped a few.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, one was pretty big, but it was okay.
It was effective.
It was needed.
Yeah. It was effective.
Well, sometimes it's needed.
He had soundtrack.
Yeah, he's here.
Sam keeps up all the time. Can't slow this guy down anymore.
Currently, Jesse lives in Atlanta, where he is now part owner of the NBA's Atlanta Hawks. Please welcome Jesse Itzler!
That was an incredible introduction. I hate introductions, though.
Yeah. No,
You
thanks.
said, your storytelling is fucking masterful. I've been doing this for 20 years. And I was telling Taylor, we're sitting there, and it's like, so we're always around speakers, I'm always on stages. And so you have to really love what you're fucking hearing.
Right. To
And
step it
I've
up.
always, to finally be able to see you in person.
Thanks. That means a
It's,
lot, man.
No,
Thank you.
dude, because it's literally, we've done, I don't know if you heard me, you were doing something on the computer, but I don't remember whose event it was, Andy or Ed or something for Arte, and it was during COVID, and we both did a virtual deal. He was just as fucking entertaining. You were in the back of a fucking RV with your hat side, you're laying on it. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, he's entertaining the shit out of me. I'm like, fucking, he's in the back of an RV. Like, where the fuck is he? Your fucking hat sideways, and you're like, hey, I'm laying in the back of the RV, but fuck, it's COVID, so I'm just like, what the fuck?
That's really funny.
So to hear it in person, I told Taylor, I'm like, it's just fucking masterful. What you do with Wiz, I can't even imagine the reps you've put in, because I pay attention to that shit, the reps to get to that, to where it's, bro, it's unbelievable.
Thanks. And he's sort of recent. Like I used to tell, the speech I used to give was like more like my Marquis Jet story and my music. It was about my journey, and my dad just died, so I just flipped it in. I wanted to build something around that. But yeah, it's fun. I mean, I've known him for a long time. I've got so much music background with him, so it's fun. But
Well,
anyway.
I shared with Taylor, so I've done boot camps for 15 years. We do these big events, so next year, our next one's in 2 weeks in Puerto Rico. But
where are you doing?
I'd love to be one of the 36, the El Conquistador.
I love the
So we're bringing in, Grover and Phil Heath and Tim
Yeah.
Tebow and just guys that,
Yeah.
Gordon, and it's going to be a blast. But next year, I'm thinking about doing it. I don't know yet, like a big ranch in Texas. I've never
that's
done
cool.
something like that with some cool shit.
Puerto
but-
Rico's fun.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
But I'd love to bring you, because just masterful. Get out of here. Go get home
Yeah,
to your
really?
family.
Okay.
It was great.
All right, man.
It was
Good to see
great.
you,
It was
yeah.
great.
Safe
Ben
trip.
Newman.
Stephen Hollander.
Pleasure to meet you.
Yeah,
Pleasure to meet you.
likewise.
It was great
Nice to
meeting you.
meet you.
Yeah, great
Talk
meeting
soon.
you too. You
Good
guys
luck
travel
at your
safe.
event.
All right,
Thank
guys.
you. Take care.
Go for it?
Yes, sir, I am. Thank you. I was just confirming. Thank you so much.
Looks good, yeah.
Let me, thank you.
I know it's one of those where you need to hear something and it's like the gospel, right? Someone's like, you're just being spoken to. I've really been struggling lately with just feeling like, when you feel like a little bit stuck So that's just how I've been feeling lately in business and every day. And it's just like just putting a plan into action and kind of giving us the outline yesterday.
You tired or what?
No, I'm good.
Does it energize
Bro,
you? Does it you get tired?
No, I'm good. I really am good. Dude, I'm just getting started. I gotta go speak in Illinois tomorrow morning, then fly to Provo. Steak here tomorrow night.
I'm going to UT tomorrow, but it's that
Who are
game.
they playing? Oh, they're playing like
Yeah,
nobody,
they're playing.
right?
Yeah, they're not playing anyone special. Getting so bad, like the freeways aren't made for. The infrastructure is not made for the amount of people moving into the city, or like into the area. So the freeways, like that freeway over there, the 35, I try to avoid.
A couple of them are coaching clients of mine, and so they put together this brand new group to launch a coaching company. And so I've always done speaking events for them as well, and so they wanted me to come and be one of the keynotes.
I'd say that's pretty big.
It's a
My pork chop's pretty big.
this is a pork
And
chop.
then- here's
Here's the problem. So this is my boy Nico. Nico is my guy. But the problem when you go eat with Nico is he orders these little portions of food. Like the dude's
Look
like
at the
trying
size
to
of that pork chop.
at least if you're gonna come, order a pork chop. Like what? Like who would order a pork chop like that?
Oh, that's awesome. That is a big ass pork.
It's for leftovers. It will not be all in one sitting. You need to save your protein for later.
The size difference is.
The old running back Jay Ajayi, who won the Super Bowl with the Eagles, okay? He was with the Dolphins. And Jay was struggling just mentally. There were things that were going on personally, literally underperforming. And the guy just like could not get it together. He comes into Caleb's office, and he comes into KT's office, who is the director of player engagement, the one who hired me, Michigan State guy, become a dear, dear friend of mine. Actually works with the Spurs now, so if you ever go to Spurs games, they'll get you taken care of. And so I go into Caleb's office, and he says, "Hey man, like you won't believe this conversation I had with Jay Ajayi." I said, "What happened?" He said, "Well, he basically came into the office, and I said, dude, like you need to stop worrying about results. You need to let this building be an outlet. You need to get back to being you, pounding the ground hard. And bro, every day you need to empty the tank." Okay? So he then goes home. Jay gets all fired up like it resonated with him. Caleb went and bought a fucking big red empty gas tank, put it in Jay Ajayi's locker. The next day, Jay Ajayi shows up at the facility and there's a fucking red gas tank, like when you run out of gas, right? In his locker. Jay Ajayi kept it in his locker the entire season. He ended up rushing for like 1,500 more yards the rest of that year.
Damn.
Made the fucking Pro Bowl.
Okay.
It's what got him his big contract to go to Philly to win a Super Bowl. And now Jay Ajayi on his forearm has a gas gauge tattoo. So Caleb's telling me all this.
Yeah.
I had never met Jay Ajayi.
Okay.
So this is how God works. I literally am speaking at this event in Austin for Impact. And I'm looking on social media, and Caleb has this organization, Pro Athlete Community, help former players, which I helped him build back in the day behind the scenes. All him, but I helped him with it's part of the first cohort that had 2 people. It was in Austin, Texas. The final day was the day I landed. So I texted him, "Hey bro, do you want me to come light up these former players?" Walk in, 70-something former NFL guys. Jay fucking Ajayi was in the audience.
What?
Bro, I'd never met him. He's sitting right on the right. And I looked at all the player lists and I'm like, Caleb, like you know the story with Jay. Like, bro, he's fucking in this group.
Yeah.
Never met him. So in the middle of the talk, I then incorporate Jay Ajayi into the speech. And I'm like, Jay, you don't know this. You've had a huge impact. Because I took the fucking gas tank idea to North Dakota State, built one. The players carried it to every game. It went on the team plane. We won a national championship.
Wow, that's crazy. Oh my goodness, that's dope. That's fun. So empty the tank.
So empty the tank, we went and won a Big 12 championship. So I literally said to Jay, I'm like, Jay, you don't realize that the conversation you had with Caleb and then you doing that inspired me to go inspire these young men that you've never met to win a national championship and then a Big 12 championship. And I said, I don't know, bro, but I heard you got this tattoo on your arm. So when the talk is over, where this resonates with you, this empty the tank. So here's Sam. He's showing me his tattoo on his arm. So that's Jay Ajayi. So I didn't even know he was capturing this because I was so excited when I got done speaking to go talk to Jay. I'm like, Jay, let me see the tattoo. Pulls up his sleeve, gas gauge, and he goes, yeah, bro. And he goes, the best part of the gas gauge is I told him don't go to full, go past full because you have to give extra.
Oh, dang. That's nice. That's pretty dope.
What do you think, like for you, what have you found the highest performers have? Like, because not everybody's a high performer. It's like the ones who empty the tank. Are there any commonalities you found in what they do?
Yeah, I think the ones that are high performers actually really do have that. You know what I mean? They actually tie their performance and their careers to something, a house that they want or something like that, or it's I want to retire my mom. You know what I mean? Like it's their burn. It's their burn, and it brings them to an emotional level. So every time I talk to like one of my leaders, and I ask him like, hey, like, why do you work so hard? What is it that you like? Why do you do this? Why do you do this? And always gets him, like every single person gets him to like an emotional level in the conversation.
What it was for him.
It's crazy. It's like it's in them. It's not a superficial thing. Even if it was superficial, like to us, say, oh, I want a plane, right? But like, even then, like a person that really is driving because they want that plane, like it brings them to a moment that they've seen that hasn't happened yet, or a vision or something that gets them to an emotional level, you know?
See, it's so powerful. That's the truth of it. And then you take people who sit on the sidelines, and they're the ones who don't recognize in your weakest moment where you realize where you'll find, oh shit, like I can't operate this way. I'll never give my mom what she wants, or I'll never do this, or I'll never repay her for the sacrifice she made for me. They get so weak that they choose to do nothing. So like in Jay's example, in his weakest moment, he accepted, dude, don't accept that anymore.
Yeah.
And it turned into a tattoo where now every day, no matter what he does, and he doesn't even play football anymore, he's like, dude, I'm going to empty the tank. But then I'm going to refill it past because I'm going to give more than other people do.
It's pretty dope.
And then the craziest part of all of this, right, is essentially Nico could sit here all day long. And we got to give some credit to Erwin McManus. Erwin McManus brings together amazing people. He's one of the just biggest blessings for us. So for us to be in his mastermind together allows us to build the friendship that we have. So when I come to Austin, we can get together and have pork chops and have great conversation, and iron sharpens iron. But what's amazing is Nico speaks to empty the tank. I just wanted to share that story. And then would you believe that Jesse Itzler from the stage today was talking about empty the tank? There are no coincidences.
That's good. Yeah, that was good. You didn't eat that much?
I didn't eat that much of the pork chop.
Yeah, you ate everything else.
He's trying to make me feel bad. Yes. I mean, he has this little baby pork chop, and he still has a to-go bag. Baby pork chop for the plane.
Yeah.
You gotta feed the machine.
Where are we going next, boss?
Coal City, Illinois. Hoffman Transportation, my guy Jerry Curl, one of the greatest human beings to ever walk the face of the earth. Security, security, security. How you evaluate yourself, the difference from where you are to your greatness.
The powerful, the fun. Ben Newman is in this house, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round. Let's go, Ben.